racer checked in. $11.2.
What is up, Tinsel Squad, and welcome to the 24 minutes of Leviticus. It's 24. You know what that means? It's 24. Yeah, we've got all kinds of excitement. We've got everybody here. They're all taking some laps around the racetrack right now. We can even take a look here. We got a couple guys out there practicing right now. Hank is just absolutely sitting still for some reason. There we go. But yeah, it should be a good time. We've got the timing system up, so you guys can keep track of everybody's lap time and their position in the race. So pretty big upgrade over the last 24 minutes of. Sound is messed up. Of course. Well, it wouldn't be a Tensio Garage live stream if there weren't all kinds of issues. But I'm gonna try and do my best to keep track of what's going on in the live chat. So yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm glad you're here. Happy Sunday. It's 24 minutes of the mini Z time, and we have got the absolutely coveted 24 minutes of the mini Z trophy right here. Someone's going home with this bad boy today, and we've also got an award for the fastest lap. Fastest lap ever around this track is 5.5 seconds. Maybe it's held by me. Not going to toot my own horn, but beep, beep. We'll see if anyone can break into the fives today. That would be pretty awesome. Seen a couple 6-second runs in qualifying and practice, so there's some quick cars out there for sure. Anyway, what's going on, everybody out there in Tensio land? That's harsh, man. Glad you're here. Greetings, all racers. I hope you enjoy the day. It says my father. My father's in the chat. What's going on? The Grid Knack is here, of course. Audio is potato. Let me see if I can do something about that here. Let me see if I can do something. Give me just a second. Is that any better? Let me know. Just type Y or N in the chat. Let me know if the audio is any better at all. I hope so. I'll try and sit a little closer. Maybe there's definitely lots of noise going on out here. So hopefully that's somewhat better. Mass. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna screw up your name real bad. But no, these are rear-wheel drive mini Zs. We do have some all-wheel drive mini Zs in the house, but for the 24 minutes of the mini Z, they are all rear-wheel drive. Anyway, before we get started, let's meet some of our drivers, get a look at some of the cars, and yeah, that way you can kind of keep track of who's who and what's what out there. Because we've got 5 drivers here today, so it's going to be 5 cars on the track to try and keep track of. Who wants to go first? Anybody? Any volunteers want to come up? Tim, I'm looking at you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to grab a stool, and of course I didn't. This is Tim. You may remember him from. He was definitely here for the last 24 minutes of the Mini Z. And how did you do the last one? I think you finished somewhere about in the middle. But you are returning with your race car. There it is right there. This is a Kyosho Mini Z, of course. They're all Kyosho Mini Zs. Tim is number 299, just like his real race car. You still race your real race car?
Nope, got out
No?
of it.
Yeah. There's cheaper hobbies for sure.
Time.
So he is going to be in the white Camaro. Any modifications you've made to this thing?
Nope, just tape across the bottom to keep the body from falling off.
Right.
I remember the last time the body came off, and it was not good. It gets dislodged, and this shell is a little bit flimsier than some of the other shells.
Yeah. That one has got some battle scars on it too. It's all dinged up and scratched up.
Yep. We got rid of a little bit of the splitter on the front. It catches in the foam so easily. So we did do that.
And you've got tires on there, upgraded tires.
I don't know. I think I did. I don't
Oh,
remember
yeah.
what I did.
Absolutely. Those definitely aren't the stock ones.
Yeah, I haven't been running mini Z's much this past year, so get thrust into this one and see what happens. So.
All right. Well, good luck, Tim.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm sorry. I should have brought a shit. I'm so unprepared. It wouldn't be 10 Skill Garage if we weren't just completely unprepared. All right, Hank. I'm looking at you, buddy. Next up,
Stool. How does that?
that is what a wise person would do. This is Hank. Hank is driving his Audi R8, and this is just about the cheapest Mini Z that money can buy, right?
Yes,
Uh,
that is 100%. That even came with bushings when it was new.
Oh, did it?
Yep, they had. They don't sell them that way anymore, but
Really?
bearings.
Interesting. So you've upgraded the bushings to bearings,
Yep, it's
right?
all fast eddy bearings. That's got the Kyosho.
Right on. Yeah, the actual Kyosho tires that are hard to get a hold of these days.
That one doesn't have a whole lot of use, so that's why they're still on there.
Perfect. What's your you
I was in the middle,
you finished in the middle,
I think, like maybe fifth or sixth.
and you drove my car, if I remember correctly.
Your little gray
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So now he's back with his own car. He's hooked. Start planning the intervention. He's definitely got a problem.
I got over 100 now
Oh, nice. Heck yeah.
between boats and planes and cars.
Yeah, you definitely have a problem. What is your strategy for today? Are you gonna try and just be fast? You're gonna try and be consistent. You're gonna try and stay out of everyone's way. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible because that seems to work out.
Yeah,
As you're consistent, you get in a rhythm, and then
Yep.
how does that go? Slow is fast, and fast is slow.
Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
There we go.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, good luck, Hank.
All right.
Good luck. Hank is going to be in the red Audi R8. What do you think, Jody? You ready? Jody, the Golden Spoon Award winner.
No.
The Wooden Spoon. The Wooden Spoon Award winner. What's up, Jody?
Hey, how you doing?
Jody is going to be racing his seasoned veteran. He's also in a Camaro. His is red with the orange stripes. And yours is also. Do you have the tape modification done yours as well? Yeah.
And it's also got lights going to be on.
Right on. Yeah, and his is the only one that's still running the factory lights. I think the Camaros, maybe the Corvettes come with lights, but most of the time you have to unplug it to plug in the transponder. But it's mad scientist, and he rigged his up so the lights actually still work. The thing looks cool. It's got stripes. It's got ghost flames. What is your strategy today?
Try to.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if you're wrecking or you're backing up all the time, you're not going fast.
Yep.
Going forward.
Are you in beginner mode or are you in fast mode? Fast mode, right on. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think last year there were a couple people that kept theirs in slow mode and still managed to put in, well over 100 laps. But yeah, fast mode. It's gonna be challenging. Maybe a personal best for you today. You're closing in on your personal best in practice. You're getting pretty close to it. Almost ran a 6 and so you're right there. All right, Jody. Jody is in the red Camaro with the orange stripes.
Cool. Thanks.
Jeff, let's see it. Let's see that. Jeff has my favorite car. Look at this thing. Here's Jeff, and he is in the McLaren P1 GTR, the coolest body out here, I think. But this also started as the cheapest Mini Z that you could buy. And I know that yours has a lot of illegal modifications that we won't talk about.
No. Tape.
He's got the tape mod to tape the body on.
Different tires than everybody else is running, and
Yeah,
I don't
you're-
know what they are.
You're running slicks. I see your T-bar is carbon fiber. What else? What kind of... someone should count the teeth on his pinion there.
That's a 7.
That's more than...
One than
Yeah, they come with 6, so he's got a bigger pinion than anybody else here. He's on prototype tires. So this is definitely going to be the one to watch out for. And I believe this one is the one that I used to set the fastest lap here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this chassis did a 5.5 second lap, which is blistering fast for this track.
Yep.
So that's the one right there. This has got my pick for overall winner today. Let's see if you can bring it home for me. I want to see you walk away with the coveted, because what did you place last time? Second? Yeah, you were right there. Yeah, it was close. It came down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So Jeff is going to be in the P1 GTR. What color is that? Yellow,
Yeah.
yellowish, with the stripe.
The green
Anyway.
stripe.
Yeah, I think it's written up here somewhere. Yeah, McLaren. It even says on there. Boom.
Yep.
Is feedback sounding? I don't know. Turbo Gaming says I've got an Adventure Force NASCAR stock car and New Bright RC currently. Oh, right on. New Bright. I haven't heard that name in a while. I want to get a Traxxas to make a Mud Boss. Yes. Jody is definitely into some Mud Boss racing for sure. Where's Ethan? Ethan, you want to say hello to the peeps?
Hi, peeps.
Ethan is here, of course. Ethan went back to his original OG body.
Where we at here? Bam.
Yeah, so Ethan is going to be in the white Camaro with no lettering on it. The Corvette body that he ran last year was hard to see.
Hard to see.
Yeah, it's the same color as the track. So it was definitely hard to spot that thing.
Especially when the body came off, like Jody said.
Are you planning on keeping all the wheels attached to the car this year?
I do.
last 24 minutes of Le Mini Z, Ethan finished with only 3 wheels on the car. Because remember, there are no red flags in this race.
Nope.
Everyone marshals their own car. So if you have to pull your car off track, that is on you. The racers are not stopping for you. So it definitely gets pretty interesting, especially toward the end. Because 24 minutes of driving these things constantly, I mean, you can tell them it's
rough.
Yeah, it gets to you. Yeah, you're like, your hands are shaking. It definitely takes a lot out of you. So there towards the end, the stakes are definitely high. So Ethan is going to be in the white Camaro without the lettering on top. So if you want, Ethan, where did you finish? You finished third.
Yeah, that was a rough time.
Finished in third place with
No
3
body
wheels.
and 3 wheels.
But you did win the fastest lap.
Yeah.
The fastest lap. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty quick. It was definitely a 6. It was definitely like a low 6.
Like that.
Yeah. Super fast. But it's not all about making quick laps, just consistent ones. This is you're in it for 24 minutes.
Yep.
We expect to do around 160 laps, and that is the equivalent to taking these little mini Zs across the Golden Gate Bridge 4 times, literally driving them miles today.
We're gonna have to try it.
So we're gonna see. We should almost do a before and after of the tires just to show you how much driving these cars flat out.
I'm not gonna have anything left.
Yeah, it takes a toll on these little cars.
It does.
It should be a good time. Turbo Gaming, thanks for letting me know.
I'm gonna go get ready.
Perfect. All right, yeah. It is about that time. So guys, let me know what car down there is your favorite. Which one are you looking forward to seeing? What do you think of our drivers? Do you think there's anybody that stands out? And what do you think? Have you ever driven a Mini Z for 24 minutes flat out around a racetrack? It's a super fun time. Normally, when we race here, we usually do either 10 or 20 laps, and those races only take a few minutes. So we are definitely putting in all kinds of laps here today. Bigger, longer, better. It's an endurance race after all. So welcome everybody. I am glad you're here for the 24 minutes of Le Mini Z. Let's check the comments. Invite Dale and Dale Jr. for a talk. Yeah, Dale's. Those are old Dales. Did you know, we looked this up the other day, that Dale Jr. now is older than Dale Sr. was when he passed away? Fun and interesting fact for you there. Anyway, you notice Ethan also modified Dale Sr. He's not holding a Coca-Cola anymore. He came to freaking party. Is there anybody partying out there? I know it's early. It's still early over on the West Coast. Yeah, Turbo Gaming is checking in all the way from California. Hey, probably a little too early to be cracking open some cold ones there, but we're not here to judge you. If that's what you want to do, you do what you want to do. How many AAAs will be used? Many. So there's four AAA batteries in every car, and of course, four AAAs and transmitters as well. So we've got 5 cars here. So 4 times 5, that's a number. Are you too close? Says I am late. Let's go. No problem at all, man. We're just about ready to get this thing cracking off. But yeah, let me know. Are there any? What do you think of the racers? Are there any cars that you're looking forward to seeing get absolutely smashed up? Jeff's car is still really nice. Oh, look at this! Look at this! From last year, second place medal right there. Absolutely. You'll be glad to know that second place goes home with nothing today. That's right. Yeah. First loser, and you go home with nothing. No pit stops, yellow flags. Yeah, exactly. And I'm a New Yorker. I'm always partying. All the way in New York, Michael. What's good, man? All right, boys. Are we ready to get this thing started? All right. We've even got Joe from Ruin It Automotive in the house. He's here taking pictures. So if you're not following along on social media, make sure that you follow Tensico Garage on the Instagrammy. Make sure that you follow on Facebook as well, so you can see some pretty cool pictures. He's a pretty good photographer, so I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of shots he gets. All right, I think we're just about ready to get this thing started. And yeah, check this out. We've actually got like a legit setup this year. So we can see all of the times. This is just practice, so we can see Tim has put in all kinds of practice laps so far. What's everybody running? We got any sixes? Oh yeah, we got a couple sixes in there. They're both by Jeff. Hank ran a 6 in qualifying. Yeah. Yeah, a couple 6s. All right. Hank ran a 6. Ethan is in there now. Oh, yeah. We've got this, man. We have got this. Pretty legit setup. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but beep, beep. Also got a camera here in turn number 1, which is where that's where all the action happens. So usually if there's crashes, if there's something spectacular happening, it's all in turn 1. And of course, we've got the overhead cam so you can see all the cars and the track all at once. I mean, we are freaking professionals here. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but beep, beep. How many people we got? We got 21 people watching live. I think it's just about time to get this thing started. What do you think? All right, everybody want to line up on the track? Let's get this thing cracking. Yeah, it's just about time. I am excited. This is my favorite live stream of the year. We got Tim changing batteries over here. Everybody's getting ready. We're just about ready to go live, boys. Nice camera angles. Are you right? I know. It's almost like we know what we're doing. Don't jinx it, though. Don't jinx it. Don't be saying that too loud. Yeah, we just about got everybody's lining up right now. Oh, it's looking good. Let's take a look at the grid. We've got Jody down there. We got Hank on the grid. We've got Ethan on the grid. There's Jeff putting his car on the grid. Can I take a lap? Yeah, you can absolutely take a lap. Now I've got the race. I've got the race set up in our new program. This is our new program that we're using here, and I'm gonna say I know just enough to be dangerous with it. I'm definitely not an expert. What is this called? It's called Next Level Timing. I know that there were a couple people that said that they've used it. Say what? There's been a couple of people that mentioned they have used this timing system in the past, and it looks like it's pretty. You can do a lot with it, but of course it's not free. You got to pay for it. But we should. I've got the race set up, so we should be somewhat ready to go for a whole 24 minutes. And I think all we have to do is just click on it, and we should freaking go live. Is everybody ready? No. Wait.
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right, let's go to turn. Let's take a look at turn number 1 and see this thing absolutely get set off here. Let's go ahead and stop the practice. Yep. Practice complete, and let's freaking start a race. If I remember how to do that here. Push the little red button. All right. And in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Listen to the tone. That's it. We are off for the 24 minutes of Laminizy, and it is carnage already. Of course, I love watching everything happen in turn 1 there. But let's take a look overhead, and you can see these guys are all off to a fast start. Looks like everyone's trying to put in a fast lap right off of the rip. Oh my gosh. Let's check in on the leaderboard here, and let's see. Hank off to a commanding lead. He's 4 laps in already. We've already got a couple 6-second passes. Hank and Jeff in the McLaren already running 6-second passes. Pretty impressive. Jody with one of his fast laps. He's running a 7-1. That's a little bit faster than the normal pace of these races, but it's still early on. No one has fatigue setting in yet, so I expect to see those lap times, those average times, dwindling as we get to the 10 and even 15-minute mark and 20-minute mark. You might see those lap times start to go down, start to plummet. But yeah, off to a fast start. We got Hank in the lead. He's at 8 laps already. Not bad. We got 5 cars on the track, as you can see. It gets crowded on this track. You wouldn't think that 5 cars on this size of track would be too much to handle, but you know, look at that. In turn 4, we've got traffic, so it's definitely quite a bit to deal with. Now, this is the Mini 96 track here, and you can see that we have some three tile wide sections and some 2 tile wide sections. So you really have to be cautious of your speed when you go into a turn that might only be 2 tiles wide on the outside of that turn. Definitely something to keep in mind. But then once you get to the back straight and the front straight, it's wide open, 3 tiles wide. That is the fastest turns of the entire racetrack right there. Oh, Hank getting a little caught up there in turn number 1. You better do something. He's about a lap ahead, so he's got some time that he can spare, but not much. Everyone is pretty tight, all within just a few laps of each other. Let's take a look at the timer here. As you can see, we've got Jeff is now in first place. They've swapped spots there. Jeff and Hank battling it out on the same lap, and then Ethan in third, Jody in fourth, and Tim bringing up the rear. But you know, they are all. We've got just a few laps, about 8 laps between. Oh, less than that now. We've got just a few laps between first and last place, so they are all really, really close. It is absolutely anyone's game at this point. Let's take a look down here in turn 1. I love this camera angle. There's Jody. You can absolutely see his car from a mile away because it's the only one that still has the factory light kit in it. And there's that McLaren looking absolutely heroic. Yeah, and the 2 Camaros, they're just like absolute streaks going through turn 1 there. You can see everyone is taking turn 1. You can take turn 1 down here flat out, and the cars hold on pretty well. Jeff, those new tires must be holding on pretty well. He is on the same lap as Hank, our current leader. Those 2 are just passing the lead back and forth. Let's take a look overhead here. Oh, Jody's stuck in turn 1. That's not a place where you want to get stuck. People are just absolutely flying through there. No, and reverse could be tricky. Reverse could be a tricky gear to find. Let's take a look in the chat here. We got Kenny. What's going on, dude? Michael, of course, is here. Rudy, what's going on, man? First time catching a live. I could have swore you've been here before. Maybe not. What's going on? Sound like RC3PO every now and then. Oh no, is it Am I sounding a little robotic? I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully the captions might understand what I'm saying, but there is a lot of noise. We've got 5 cars and, of course, 5 guys all hooting and hollering and battling here. Let's jump and take a look at the leaderboard here. We've got Hank already at 34 laps. Jeff right behind him. Ethan at 29. Jody not far behind him at all. And Tim bringing up the rear, 24 laps. So we've got about 12 laps between them now. People are starting to get a little bit of space between each other as they all kind of start to settle into the group. But, I mean, we are doing literally hundreds of laps here today. We've got miles yet to go as we've got just over 18 minutes remaining. So, yeah, we've absolutely just begun this thing. Let's take a look back into the live chat here. It's just a tiny bit of loss on audio, but video is strong. Good. We are doing it from our building out here. It's a big metal and brick building, so it's a little bit hard to get the signals out and to you guys at home. What are you guys watching on? Are you guys watching on your computer? Are you guys watching on your phone? Are you guys watching on the TV? Let me know down below. It looks like most of you guys are watching on your phone, but do you guys make a special exception for the 24 minutes of Le Mini Z? Let me know. Look at those guys just ripping through turn one. There's Jody through turn one there. You can see they're all a little kind of bunched together. Kind of bunched together. So definitely that's where people start to swap positions when they start running into traffic. Oh, and there's a flip in turn one. Oh my God. I can't tell who that was. It looked like a white Camaro, so it was either Tim or Ethan. Both of them got flipped there. But luckily they landed back on their wheels. Can't ask for a better result than that. And they are ripping. Beautiful. Are You Too Close is watching on his PC. Michael's watching on his phone. That's harsh, man. Watching on the computer. Nice. Excellent. So I'm sorry about I'm sorry about the audio quality, guys. But of course, again, it wouldn't be a 10 Skill Garage live stream if there wasn't some sort of issue. We got Hank Jr. over there on the crawler course, playing with the crawlers as 24 minutes of Le Mini Z is going on. He's got the axial out, the brand new axial. Those things absolutely freaking rip. Those things look good. Let's take a look here at the leaderboard. As you can see, we're starting to get a little bit of space between everyone. Hank pulling out on lap number 54. Jeff behind him, 49 laps in. Ethan closing that gap. He's going to start battling Jeff here for second place pretty soon. And Jody not far behind that. Tim is down by about 4 laps at the moment, but that is so close. Honestly, guys, 4 laps is nothing when you're racing for this long on this track. We've got just over 16 minutes left to go in the 24 minutes. So we're closing in on 8 minutes. It is still just getting started. It's anyone's game at this point. Someone should turn off the lights. The battery will last longer. Yeah. So I think Jody is actually running alkalines in his car. Is he running? You got rechargeables? Okay. I think last year he ran alkalines, and it was all those little alkalines could do to finish 24 minutes of going flat out. I think Tim might have alkalines in his Camaro. He's number 299, and I think everybody else is running rechargeables. Oh, Ethan is running alkalines in his as well, but brand new, fresh pair. So we're gonna see if those things are still running maximum berries by the end of this thing. I have noticed that with rechargeables, it seems like there's a very subtle change between charged and pretty much discharged. With alkalines, it seems like that's much longer. So the car gradually starts to get slower and slower and slower over time. I'm not sure what's more beneficial in that scenario. Whether you want maximum power for longer, or if you want maybe a little bit less power but a longer runtime. So I'm honestly not sure. We're gonna find out though. Tim and Jev are stuck. I can tell that. Yeah, the it looks like the lap times are starting to get a little bit slower. Um, yeah, the lap times are all starting to slow down quite a bit. Still some fast ones. I see plenty of sevens out there. But yeah, it's pretty cool looking. We can see the projected pace here. So it looks like Hank is projected to do 178 laps if he keeps up this pace. And even Tim is going to do well over 130 laps at this pace. Pretty impressive. I mean, if you think about that, I mean that's 40 laps between first and last place. And we've only done between 50 and 70. So still, it's anyone's race. Especially looks like second, third, and fourth place there are all super duper close. Um, so it should be interesting to see how they all finish. Yeah, Jeff, Ethan, and Tim absolutely battling it. And Tim has moved into fourth place now, and Jody's at the bottom, but only by a couple laps. You better pick it up. You better pick up the pace, Jody. Yeah, man, reverse can be tricky. I have found that, try to avoid going in reverse. Try to avoid reverse. That's not the gear you want to be in out there on the racetrack. There's a bit of traffic in turn number 2 between Hank and the fast Audi. Audi might take home. He might take home 2 trophies today. He might take home first overall and the fastest lap. Fastest lap so far is a 6.3. That is absolutely blistering for the 24 minutes of the mini Z. Yeah, anything south of like a 6.5 is pretty dang quick. Jeff also setting a pretty quick time with a 6.6. Ethan with a 6.9. Tim, he has moved back into fourth place now, and he has run a 7.0. And Jody with a 7.1. People might set their own personal best here today. That is pretty impressive. Let's take a look overhead, and you can see, not a good place to be there, Jody. Oh, and he's taking out whoever that is. I think that's Ethan. Ethan, he's taking out those Camaros. It's a battle of the Camaros today, apparently. Everyone is flying through turn 1. Oh, a little short there. You get stuck on the bumper. And man, I'll tell you what, Hank is starting to pull out a little bit of a lead here. He's pulling out a little bit of a lead already at 91 laps. Definitely a bit of space between first and second. Not bad. Hank is definitely the most improved overall between his finish from the first 24 minutes of the Mini Z and this year. Doing way better. We're setting some pretty fast laps here. Looks like we're all doing about 6 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. We're all pretty close. So no one's really getting hung up, which is absolutely what we want. People getting hung up, it makes for traffic jams, and it makes for not as close. Jeff, what are you doing there? In turn 1, he's backwards. There you go. Right into the wall again. What is going on? Maybe he's going to hang back and wait for a little bit of clear traffic. What is going on, Jeff? You know what you're doing? Is this your first race? By far and away the fastest car out here. Not in great shape. He's sitting pretty comfortably in second, but not a lot of space between Ethan there and third. He is definitely moving back up. Let's take a look in the live chat. Crow Below Customs, what is going on, man? I'm glad you're here. Happy Sunday. Are you close? Man, I think that is why the audio is dropping. The mic takes priority. Ooh, is that it? I don't know, man. I'm using Streamlabs. Is anyone familiar with Streamlabs out there? I don't know. I've used it a bunch in the past, and it seems like that's kind of the gold standard. That's what everybody uses, but I am by no means an expert on setting it up. So I need like K-pop RC to show me his ways. Definitely one of the best in the game. His live streams are amazing. Most of the rechargeable batteries are 1.2 volts versus the alkaline at 1.5. Yeah, exactly. You get a little bit more jam out of the alkalines. But I'm not. It seems like the runtime may not be as long, or you start to lose. You start to lose a little bit of juice after not as long. Where with those rechargeables, you get 100% capacity or 100% of your amps for maybe a little bit longer. Crow Below Customs. How many battery changes are y'all gonna have to make? Yeah, so we've never had to do a battery change mid race for a 24 minutes of Luminosity, but it seems like about 30 minutes is just about the limit of these batteries. That is a long time to be running flat out. But we'll see. I mean, we've got some alkalines out there. We've got some rechargeable ones out there. So we are definitely going to see. Andy says, hello from Germany. Guten Tag. The 24 minutes of the mini Z is truly international. And it means a lot to me that all of you guys are tuning in. I don't think they are going to change them. Yeah, exactly. I don't think we're gonna have to change it. Oh, and Jeff is upside down in turn number one. There he is. That beautiful McLaren P1 GTR with the wings still attached somehow. Not sure how that is actually still attached. Yeah, exactly. A lot of these mini Z's out here have some super glued wings. I know Ethan might have some super glued canards as well. So definitely the bodies on Kyoshos are really super detailed, but of course being super detailed at this scale means that they are also fragile. By far and away the most detailed 28th scale cars in the game. There's no changing my mind on that one. They look so good, and they look absolutely phenomenal driving around this track. Let me know what you guys think. Pro Below says, yeah, K-pop rules. I know. One of the first live streams I was ever on was K-pop's way back in the day. Not saying it's too much more, but I may be K-pop OG. In fact, I named Talk Can Tuesday years ago. So that's one of my claims to fame is that I named the Talk Can Tuesday. That was all your boy over here. Hear what you said about the batteries. So I've said it before. We've got alkalines out here. We've got rechargeables out here. It seems like the rechargeables give you more amps, but it falls off really fast. Whereas the alkalines, it seems like you gradually start to lose a little bit of power over the runtime. So I don't know what is better. It seems like I usually run rechargeables. I almost exclusively run rechargeables. But when rechargeables go, they go. Alkalines, you really start to notice there's lots of warnings that you're losing power before you're completely out of power. The cameraman and producer were all over that crash. Yeah, that's why we've got. I'm telling you, man, the turn one camera is the camera. That is the one. Oh, and Jody dang near hit the camera right there because he got wide into turn one. Let's take a look overhead. Yeah, they're all spread out pretty well, but of course it changes so fast on this little racetrack. It's the Mini 96 with the expansion, so pretty decent size for like an at-home Mini Z track. Definitely not one of the biggest ones out there in the world of the internet. I mean, I have seen some guys that have wicked Mini Z tracks. You all right there, Tim? Yeah, I mean, it's we're definitely taking the race is definitely taking a toll. We've got 5 minutes remaining. We've done about 136 laps. So yeah, it's been pretty taxing on the cars so far. Definitely starting to see those lap times start to slow down a little bit. No one's running crazy fast times anymore. But let's take a look over here. We've got Hank still leading with 138 laps, projected to do about 178. And Jeff in second place, 121. But Ethan is right behind him, closing the gap quick. Absolutely closing the gap quick. So it should be a battle for second place there. Just 2 laps between them. That's nothing. 2 laps is nothing. If you think we're running about 6 seconds, 7 seconds, so that is 14 seconds overall between between second and third there. Jody just broke 100 laps, which I think might be the most laps that he has ever completed. Last 24 minutes of the mini Z, he had to retire early. Tim, what are you doing? He's projected to do 100 laps. Can he get to 100 by the end of the 24 minutes of the mini Z? We've got 420 left to go, guys. We've got 420 left to go. So what do you think? It's I think Hank might have this thing locked up. He might have it cinched. Not only first overall, but the fastest lap as well. A freaking 6.3. That is absolutely blistering. That is quick for an actual race like this with 4 other cars on the track. Thought he got a clean run there. Michael is crying. Don't cry, buddy. I hope those are tears of joys. And Are You Too Close says I am on. Yeah, we got 3.5 minutes left. Um, where are we looking as far as second and third? Oh my gosh, Ethan is coming back. He is absolutely coming back. Let's take a look at turn one here. As you can see, just a couple laps between them, and they were dang near on the same lap there. Can he pull it off? He's got just over 3 minutes to do it. Jody projected to do 124, and Tim falling off the pace a little bit. Oh, and Ethan has pulled his car off the track. Ethan pulled his car off the track. He did not tape his car, and it is not paying off for him. That is going to put him behind, and Jeff is absolutely taking advantage of it, and he's up 5 laps on him. Sometimes you got to tape your body. It's crazy, these Camaro bodies, for whatever reason, the Camaro bodies seems like they don't want to hold on as well as some of the other ones. So it seems like that is the power mod right there. The absolute essential, the golden mod of these things is adding tape to the body, just holding the body to the chassis. But you remember last year we had someone finish without their body. Yeah, Ethan finished without his body and with only 3 wheels on the dang thing. I'm glad to see that people still have all 4 wheels attached to the chassis all at once, as we are moving into 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the 24 minutes of Le Mini Z. And it looks like Jeff, he is in a comfortable second place there. Hank absolutely tearing it up. Absolutely tearing it up there as he is 162 laps up. Jeff behind him in second at 142. Ethan, 138. He's still got time to close the gap, but it's going to be difficult. Jody absolutely doing some of his best racing ever today. And he is well over 100 laps in, projected to do 124. And Tim bringing up the rear, 82 laps. Is he going to make it to 100? It's not looking like he will. As we close in on just over a minute remaining. Just over a minute remaining. Ethan has got some catching up to do, but it should be close. It should be close. Hopefully Jeff roll. Oh, and he's stuck in the corner. And Ethan's not far behind him. He's got to get it. He's got to get around him. He's got to get around him. Jeff, slow down. He's not letting up at all. Not letting up at all. There's 4 laps between them. It should be close. We have got 43 seconds remaining. This is it. This is the final push to the end. Hank is absolutely freaking dominating. Absolutely dominating. I can't believe it. What an improvement. He has gone from having almost no mini-Z racing experience on the last one to absolutely taking home 2 trophies today. It looks like he's going to go home with the fastest lap and first overall. Pretty dang impressive. And we are moving down into the last 10 seconds. That means just about 1.5 laps left. Let's see how everybody finishes up. And we are done. Everyone is finishing their last lap right now. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's see how everyone has absolutely finished up. Hank, first place overall at 176 laps. That is quite a bit. I can't remember how many laps we did in the last 24 minutes of the Mini Z, but that has got to be up there with the most laps completed. Second place going to Jeff and his McLaren, my projected winner with 155 laps. Ethan, not far behind him, considering he had to pull his car off the track at 150 laps. Jody, not going home with the Golden Spoon Award today. He did 125 laps and his personal best performance of the 24 minutes of Le Mini Z. Tim and the Camaro number 2 at 99. Almost there. We finished 83 laps. Not bad. Not bad. Oh man, it gets rough. Anything over 100 laps is pretty impressive considering the size of this track and that we're going for 24 minutes. Tim is looking at his car right now. He thinks there might be a problem with it. That tape mod might not have done it. What happened? What happened? Was
the front nose clip came out.
Oh no!
It's like won't back up like when you hit something.
Oh
Right
no!
move it all.
Yep.
And I pulled it off once, and I'm like, God, it's still paid. But I didn't let it off.
Yep, absolutely. That'll get you every time. So not bad considering, you definitely fell off the pace there because you had a pretty quick. I mean, you had a sub 7-second lap. So you were definitely in the sixes there. But yeah, you fell off the pace pretty hard there toward the end. No surprise there that there was a problem with the car. What do you think?
The tires wore out fast.
Did they wear out fast? Let's take a look at the tires. Although yours were always slick, so it's going to be hard to tell.
Pushing a lot in the
Oh yeah, there's definitely some wear on those tires. Look, you can see. Oh no, I thought they were scalloped there on the end, but yeah, you can see the writing on the tires. They're well into the text on the tires. So yeah, you took a bunch off. Yep, and you can see some tire dust on the inside of the car there. And look, I mean, these things definitely get dirty after 24 minutes of driving flat out. It's hard to tell on camera, but there is definitely some tire dust on this thing. Oh yeah, even all along the side of it. Yeah, it takes a toll on these little things.
Yeah.
All right, now it is time for the award ceremony. Hank, my man. Yeah.
You can feel a groove in it. You feel it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The tires don't even wear at the same rate across all four corners. That's wild. Hank, it is with great honor that I present to you the trophy for first place in the 24 minutes of Le Mini Z. You can go ahead and drink, an adult beverage out of there. Oh, that's high quality, buddy. That's high quality. Not only did you win first overall, but you're also going home with the fastest lap.
Oh man.
What was it? A 6.3. A 6.3. A 6.35 with a 0. Pretty quick. You're 0.3 of a second faster than anyone else out here today, including Jeff with his cheater mobile.
Let's count his key too.
You should.
Yeah.
Do you have stock gearing in that thing?
It should be. I haven't touched it.
Yeah, it should be stock gearing, should be stock gearing in there, and you managed to do it, setting the fastest time and first overall. There it is, the winningest car right there.
There you go. Little red. You did it.
The cheapest Mini Z money can buy with some bearings and some tires.
I think it all came from Phil's Hobby Shop.
There you go. Shout out to Phil's if
Phil's
you're local
Hobby
to the
Shop.
area. Nice job, Hank. Yeah, absolutely.
I think the Fast Eddie bearings came from there too. Bought the car and the bearings all in one day.
Right on.
And the tires. Bought the whole thing.
No wonder.
Tim, we have an award for you as well. Tim, we have an award for you. It is with.
Is this the award of shame?
It is with great.
Is this a shame award?
No. It is with great honor that I present to you the golden toilet seat for last place. You earned it, buddy. You earned it. That's for you. You can hang that in the shop. That's high quality too. That's got some weight to it, buddy. That's got some weight to it.
Cherish this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The finest Chinesium. Dude, maybe it's time for a new body. You think?
No.
No? All right. Just
I wouldn't won this award.
That's right. Absolutely. So, guys, what do you think of the 24 minutes of Laminizy? Pretty close racing, especially right there at the beginning, up until about 10 minutes in. So about half the race, we were all real close. We were within 6, 8, 9 laps of each other. But then, of course, some car issues. It doesn't take much. Just that body coming off, and you don't know if you should pull your car off and check it or if it's just your driving. 24 minutes is taxing, not only on the cars, but on the drivers as well. But absolutely one of my favorite races to watch every year and one of my favorite live stream events of the year. It's your boys over here at 10 Scale Garage. Let me know, are you guys 10 scale or are you guys 28 scale racers? Do you have mini Z's? Let me know down below. And what do you guys think? How do you feel about the turn 1 cam? That thing is absolutely epic. I'm super glad we finally got that camera set up down close on the track. Maybe next year I would love to do FPV. Maybe put FPV on one of the cars. That way you can see what the car sees. We're going full out Le Mans style on this thing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I cannot believe Hank went a 6.3. That is quick. I can't remember what the fastest lap for the last 24 minutes of the minis he was, but that might be the fastest competition lap ever. And a lot of people doing their personal best. Jody absolutely killing it today. He is absolutely, it's between Jody and Hank for most improved. Jody just absolutely finishing the race, which is huge. Jody, you did it. You finished the race, buddy. You kept the wheels on the thing. You kept the body on the thing. Nice. Absolutely huge improvement for Jody. Great race. Thanks, says Toe Fun and RC Crawlers. That is it, guys. Thank you so. Oh, how do you guys feel about the track? What do you guys feel about a new track design inspired T-shirt? I'm thinking about maybe doing some Mini Z track inspired merch. Yeah, Hank says he's by it. Let me guys know what you think down below. I've got some ideas floating around there, and if there's any interest, I'll throw out some of the prototypes out there. But I think maybe a track themed and inspired shirt would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Let me guys know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching. It has been real. It's been a freaking hour. You've squandered away another perfectly good hour watching 10 Scale Garage and the 24 minutes of the Minizy. What do you think, Joe? Did you get some good pictures? He doesn't know. He's a humble man. He's always like, I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I've got it. And he's got some wicked stuff. Make sure that you check out 10 Scale Garage on social media. Hit us up on the Instagram. It's, 10 Scale Garage on the Instagram. Hit us up on the Facebook. It's 10 Scale Garage on the Facebook as well. So see some pictures from today's race. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been real. 30 of you people in here. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you very, very soon. More Mini Z stuff coming? You know it.
Yep.
Crawler stuff coming? You know it. Mini crawler stuff coming? Probably. It's still cold outside, but we've got some cool stuff coming. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see